Okay, hi! Here we are. We are at our first shop called, what's it called?
Wild Fibers.
Wild Fibers. And we are on our first stop at the Puget Sound Local Yarn Shop Tour 2022. In Mount Vernon, Washington. It took a little while to get here, but we are here now, and we are going to go walk into our first shop. So let's go see. So here we are. It's a really cute area, this Woodinville. Let me turn the camera around.
So fingering weights up here, it goes to sport and DK in the back, or suitable heel on the wall up here, and then suitable zip on these shelves next to me. Few exceptions, but like we got like a Brooklyn Tweed section up here, laces in the middle, just display yarn that we like best, kind of hanging around. So yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so that was Wild Fibers yarn. We are going to try to visit 7 shops today, so we're going to head out to our next shop. I didn't get to do a lot of filming in there, but I don't think I'm going to get to do a lot of filming in most of these shops just because we're going to try to visit 7 so that we can enter ourselves for a drawing for a $100 gift certificate. So, first shop on the list was Wild Fibers in Mount Vernon, Washington, and we got our little stamp for that. And what I will do is I'll actually show you guys what I purchased at these yarn shops. I'm not going to purchase everything. I'm not going to purchase one thing at each yarn shop because I think that's going to be too much money. So, but I'll show you guys what I got at the end of this video. Okay, hi! Here we are at Stilly River Yarns. And let me show you the yarn shop.
Why are you up here? Yeah. No, my dog did the same thing. He's a Chiweenie, and so he just like gravitates to warmth and sun. I'm like, and he's all panting. I'm like, what are you doing? You're in the hottest room of the house. Why?
Hey, you can call it whatever you would like. I just didn't want you to again.
I read that too.
Expelliarmus, Mom. That's Harry's spell.
How is it still humid?
Oh, okay.
It's a
See,
Harry
I'm
Potter
not a Harry
thing.
Potter fan. She is.
From there, where I was like, oh, that's why it's so.
The color's still pretty.
It's gorgeous.
It's really fun to do. And it's really easy too.
Have you heard the spiel?
Actually, because you only work with one color every row.
So it's
and you flip the other color. Yeah. So it looks complex, but it's really easy.
more than enough to do.
It's way easier than other kinds of color work where you have to.
Yeah. In this year.
Yeah.
You know.
So it's you know, the situation is just this year. There's, I think in the back of our mind we are all kind of going, maybe it'll be like 2019. It's been honestly it's kind of a strange year, because traffic has been down.
Okay, so I'm back. We just stopped at another yarn shop called All Wound Up Yarn, and I will show it to you in just a minute here. But we are in Edmonds, Washington now. We're just kind of going all over the place, just going to different yarn shops. But we're not taking too much time in each yarn shop just so that we can at least visit 7 during the day. So let me go ahead and show you this shop if I can.
That's what she used, and these are like 22.77. Okay. So you could
So I see your green right and your black right there.
Yes. I wanted to do it in that, and I just
So we'll have to
love
come
the feel.
up and see you guys again. And,
Yes, please do.
And this is so cute.
Oh, the gnomes,
That's
aren't they so
darling. Did you
sweet?
see this? Yeah.
Right there, so I just wanted to finish it the same.
Yeah.
Hi there.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Oh, good, thank you. When you're ready, make your way to the back for a stamp and pattern and so forth, but take your time. It's not unusual. One of the LRS tours, one of my high school, not close friends, but friends, I was selling her
Boots, and it's like, oh my gosh, like, it's ringing in recess.
Look how cute that is.
Yeah,
I think blue is a neutral, personally. I think blue is just as neutral as black, white, and green. Red and blue go.
Say hi, Mom.
Well, I was gonna go, and then my sister-in-law was
Yes,
gonna come,
girl.
and then
I got it.
but she's still here. But like everybody wanted to go do something else. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go. It was like, no, I have all my.
Did I guys together?
No.
Look how cute.
You know, hailing and yeah. So.
Oh, that's so cute. So we are on the way to visit our next yarn shop called Stranded by the Sea. And it is this beautiful area that we were in. Where are we, Mom? Edmonds, Washington, which I've never been to before, but it's by the water and it's so pretty. Like, I wish I could get some good shots of the place to show you, but I'm driving, so I can't get any good shots. But let me show you this shop. Here. Look at this yarn bomb. It's amazing. Isn't that cool? Crew, this is Stranded by the Sea.
Yeah.
I'm not getting you, sorry.
That's cool. Really beginner join Aaron D.
I've been training for 3.5 years.
Knit through.
It's a fun, Back to the yarn store. We had a rabbit.
You had the
And
rabbit.
their fur is the softest thing on the planet of the earth.
Yeah, it's
And
amazing.
then so we used to collect all the fur and fix some stuff. And eventually that landed us to what? A carding machine, hand carding. Good little bunny.
Hi.
She's a good little bunny. You want to turn? I can see you want to turn.
They're so soft. They're so soft. You're so soft.
She's a cat person.
English Angora is the softest thing
Wow.
on the earth.
It's amazing.
So.
Get what pattern that is.
Fable.
Fable.
Babel.
Babel.
2 A's.
Like Babel. Got it.
They might have some vicious lunch. Okay, you are all set. If she needs help winding.
Now I gotta put the
I didn't think you had enough time to do this insanity. It was like,
It's like one of the pictures in the front of the
2 weeks left, and we're like,
Guys, thanks for visiting. Thank you.
Right up, and go right around the middle.
love your buddies.
I can do.
For you.
So this is the fiber gallery. It's like chock full of different yarns. So many yarns. It's like hard to go through. Right here, just a crazy amount of yarn in this shop.
It was not the logo I voted for that exact reason. And we're trying to fix it, but you know, it's capitalized. But yes, local yarn store. Oh. And it should be capitalized because it's an acronym. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Let me take this.
One at a time, because that's what my brain can imagine.
Hi friends! Hi, I am back. It is the following day. Apologies, when we got home from the local yarn shop tour, I was just really tired and I didn't get to film and show you guys what I bought and let you know what I thought about all the different yarn shops that we went to. So let me just go ahead and do that now and I'll wrap up this video. Okay, so I know the first shop that we went to was called Wild Fibers. That was in Mount Vernon, Washington. We didn't spend a whole lot of time at Wild Fibers, unfortunately, but it was a really, really cute shop. What I did notice is that there were just a ton of people in that shop. Let me show you what I purchased at Wild Fibers. I did think it was a shop that I would go to again as well, so it's very cute. I purchased this bag here. This is the local yarn shop tour bag. This is one of their official bags. This bag, I really like it. It's just a regular tote bag, but it's actually a lot bigger. I don't know if you can see. It's a lot bigger than like a regular size tote bag, which is where I normally keep my stuff. The tote bag that I use for my Slipstravaganza blanket is getting to be, it's just a regular size tote bag and it's just getting to be a little bit too small for the Slipstravaganza blanket, and I'm having a hard time fitting my blanket into that bag. So I'm gonna move it to this one because this one is a little bit bigger and I feel like this is gonna fit my blanket a lot better. So that's good. So I'm glad I got this, and this was just nice to have as we went to the different yarn shops. So I got this bag there, and I didn't want to spend all of my money at the first shop, but it's hard to do. It's hard not to spend money at the first yarn shop that you visit. So I did buy some yarn. I purchased this yarn here. This is the Fiber Company's Zero yarn. It's a brushed blend of Surrey alpaca, organic cotton, and merino wool from the Fiber Company. So I got 4 skeins of this Surrey alpaca, and each skein has 246 yards in it, and I got it in the like a light pink color. It's actually really beautiful. I got 4 skeins of that, so I'm very excited about it. As I was looking at this yarn, one of the girls that works there, and I totally blanking on her name, but one of the girls that works there, she brought out this gorgeous sweater. It's just sort of like a boxy sweater. I'll put a picture of what it looks like. It's called the Morel Sweater. But she brought out this sweater that was all knitted up, and it was knitted with this alpaca yarn, and she was like, oh, here, you can see what it looks like all knit up. And I loved it. I loved the sweater, so I thought, oh my god, I want to make that sweater with this yarn, because I was looking at it and I was like, oh, but what am I going to do with this yarn? Should I purchase it? Should I not purchase it? I don't know. And then when she brought the sweater out, I was like, oh, I have to make that. So so I knew what I was going to do. So I purchased the yarn to make that sweater, and I also purchased that pattern. But that's what I'm going to be making with this Surrey alpaca yarn. That is what I purchased. All right, so the next shop that we went to a shop called Stilly River Yarns, and it was sort of a much smaller shop, so it wasn't as big as the first one, as Wild Fibers. So I actually purchased a lot at Stilly River Yarns. I wasn't planning to, but I did. They had this local yarn shop, local yarn dyer, excuse me, at the shop. That she was there, and she had all of her yarns that she hand dyes at the shop. And so I purchased one of the skeins of her fingering weight yarn. Her yarn is called Schmutzerella yarn. It has 438 yards in it, and it is superwash merino, or 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% stellina, which it is a little bit sparkly. I don't know if you guys can see the sparkle. This colorway is called Would You Care for a Lemon Drop? But I just love this colorway. I just thought it was so gorgeous and just so bright and vibrant, and it was just beautiful. And then as I was like standing in line to check out, I noticed that she had dun, 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 West Yorkshire Spinners. She had West Yorkshire Spinners yarn. This yarn was labeled as a discontinued yarn, so apparently it's been discontinued. They're not using it or making it anymore. But this is the West Yorkshire Spinners Fleece DK yarn, 100% Jacobs, which I'm not sure what that means, 100% Jacobs, but it is 100% British wool. There's about 253 yards in each skein. So I purchased 5 skeins. I purchased 5 skeins of this West Yorkshire Spinners yarn. The color that I got is just called light gray. So it's just a light gray yarn. It is quite soft, and it doesn't feel like it's too scratchy. So I gotta find a pattern for that one, but I did purchase this yarn and the Schmutzerella yellow fingering weight over at Stilly Yarns. The next shop, so we went to a shop called Great Yarn. Great Yarns is over in Everett, Washington. So I didn't do any filming at this shop, unfortunately, Great Yarns, but it is a lovely, lovely shop. I did really like the people at that yarn shop. I thought the people there were really, really helpful. I did purchase a couple of skeins at Great Yarns, not too much. I saw this yarn from Malabrigo over there. This is their Arroyo yarn, which is a DK weight yarn. There's 335 yards in this skein, and this color is a new colorway apparently. It's called Rosa Linda, $3.98. It's a beautiful skein. It's got like pinks and purples and peaches, and it's Malabrigo, so it's obviously hand dyed and just beautiful. Sorry, my foot fell asleep. I hate when that happens. Okay, the other skein that I purchased at Great Yarns is also Malabrigo. This is their fingering weight sock yarn. There's 440 yards in it, and this is the superwash merino in the color fuchsia. So I got that one. It's just a bright pink and kind of fun. So that's what I purchased at Great Yarns, and apologies that I didn't do any filming there, but it was a lovely shop. We went to a shop called the Fiber Gallery. And that shop was just chock full of yarn. I mean, there was so much yarn in that shop. It was like, and it was everywhere. There was so much yarn at that shop, and so much to show at that shop. But I did a little bit of digging, and I found this yarn here. This is the Madeline Tosh Shibu Knits. So it's Madeline Tosh and Shibu together collaboration. This is the Silk Cloud mohair and silk yarn. So this is the one that I got, this beautiful bright orange colorway, and I think this one is called something. Let me see. It's called Fiddle. So anyway, so I just got one skein at that store, but like I said, there was just a lot at that store. I don't know, it just felt like too much. It just felt like too much. I wasn't a fan of that, but it is a cute shop. I mean, there's a lot there. So and then we visited, and this is my favorite shop of the yarn shop tour, but we visited a shop called All Wound Up Yarn. This is in Edmonds, Washington, And the shop over there was just, it was just so beautiful. I just loved it so much. So I'm really glad that we visited the All Wound Up Yarn Shop in Edmonds, Washington. I did purchase a couple of things there. Now, this specific shop, they had a magazine that I've been wanting, and I knew they had it there, so I knew I was going to purchase that. And then I got a couple of skeins of yarn too. So let me show you. The magazine that I purchased there is the Lane magazine, the Summer 2022. This is the volume 14 Lane magazine. But I wanted to get this volume 14 in particular because there's a YouTube podcaster here on YouTube. Her name is Isabella, but she goes by 100 Acre Wool. 100 Acre Wool on YouTube. I sometimes watch her videos, and she's just a really mellow and lovely person. She does beautiful work. She has a lovely little podcast. If you haven't checked it out already, I recommend it. But she created a pattern, and it was released in the Lane magazine, and I really liked the pattern that she created, so I wanted to purchase the magazine so that I could get the pattern and eventually make her pattern. And this is the one that she did. It's called, I think it's Kosalig, I think that's how you say it. But it's just a lovely chunkier yarn, but it's just a lovely sweater, and I really, really like it. I don't know, I just fell in love with this sweater pattern that she made. So this is the reason I bought this magazine. It's just a lovely pattern. I do plan on making this, so I did purchase this there at All Wound Up Yarn Shop. And then I purchased some yarn, more yarn for socks. But this is a DK weight. So these are the Barocco Ultra Wool DK weight yarn, superwash wool. I purchased 2 skeins. I purchased the navy, and then this one is the frost color. So it's just a navy and just a silver right here. And what I plan to do with this is I plan to make Ravenclaw socks, and I can't wait to get started. So I got the yarn for my Ravenclaw socks at All Wound Up Yarn Shop, and I can't wait. So I purchased that and the magazine at All Wound Up, but it was definitely, I think, my favorite yarn shop that we visited. So I really liked it. And then we also visited another one. I think this one is also in Edmonds too, Edmonds, Washington, which is just beautiful. But this one is a little bit closer to the sea, and this one is called Stranded by the Sea. Stranded by the Sea Yarn Shop in Edmonds, Washington. I got some footage of Blossom. She's an Angora rabbit. She's beautiful. She was so soft. I mean, just the softest thing on earth. I mean, the Angora is like, the Angora yarn is really kind of pricey, but it is just the softest thing ever. She was lovely to visit, and then it was a lovely shop. I think it was my mom's favorite shop. They gave me a little bag. I did purchase a couple of things. I got these two. So I got these two little, I think you say amigurumi, is that how you say? Crochet kits. I got Turt the Turtle. Makes one turtle. He's a sea turtle, not a land turtle, but he's very cute. So I got Turt the Turtle, and I got these guys, the crabs. This makes 2 crabs. This little kit makes 2 crabs. But I got this one there too. So I have little crabs and a turtle that I'm gonna make. They're just crochet, amigurumi crochet kits. Stranded by the Sea was just a lovely shop. I enjoyed that shop a lot. So the last and final shop that we visited was called Acorn Yarn Shop. This was also in Seattle, Washington. I found this guy at Acorn Yarn Shop, and I had to get him. He was the last thing that I purchased. If you have been watching my videos for a while, you will know that I'm a big fan of Martin from Knit365 blog, and he makes videos here on YouTube as well. You can check Martin out. He's a wonderful, he just seems like a wonderful person, and I just really enjoy watching his videos. So I've been watching Martin for a while, And if you have watched Martin before, you will know that he loves making the Toft crochet creatures. So he makes the Toft crochet little creatures and things every year, and he's done so many of them. He actually has a whole video on his Toft creations, and they're just lovely. They're just so cute. And ever since I've been watching Martin, I've been wanting to make one of those myself, but I didn't know what they had. So I looked on their website, I think a couple of months ago, and I was looking for a chimpanzee, which happens to be chimpanzees and bonobo chimps, bonobo apes are my favorite. I love chimpanzees. People always say, oh, my spirit animal is blah blah blah. My spirit animal is a chupacabra, or my spirit animal is an alligator or a tiger or whatever. If I had a spirit animal, it would be a chimpanzee. I don't know. I just love them. I can't describe to you how much I love chimpanzees, and I've never met one, because if I did, I'd probably start crying. But I just love them. So I was looking for a chimpanzee to make on the Toft website, and they did have one. His name is Benedict, but it is a little bit expensive. Since I live in the United States, it is a little bit expensive for me to purchase a pattern on Toft's website and then have it shipped over, because I have to pay for shipping as well. So, hadn't done it yet. But when I was at Acorn Yarn Shop, they had Toft creations there. They had the Toft creatures. And guess who they had? They had Benedict. Oh my god. You guys, this is Benedict the chimpanzee. Look at him. He's just so cute. I'm so excited. So Benedict the chimpanzee, and yes, they all come with names. He is named Benedict. I didn't name him. That is his name from Toft, and I'm gonna keep it because I love it. But this is the Toft Animal Crochet Kit. So this is the kit, and it says it comes with everything that you need. It has the toy stuffing, the wool, and it also has the 3mm crochet hook and needle, which I think is just really cool. So that's all the stuff that it comes with, which is really nice. So I'm very excited. I don't know when I'm going to start him yet, but he will definitely get made. I'm so happy that I found him. I'm just so excited about it. I'm so happy that I found Benedict, and I can't wait to knit him up, or crochet him up rather, and put him on display for you guys to see, because he's just the cutest. So I bought Benedict, and I'm very excited. So that's the only thing that I purchased at the Acorn Yarn Shop. I had already spent just all of the money that I was gonna spend, and then I saw him and I was like, oh, I have to get it. So so I got Benedict, and that was the only thing that I bought at Acorn Yarn Shop. Yeah, so that's it, guys. That's all the yarn shops that we visited yesterday. I'm still holding Benedict because I love him. I'll just put him down now. Anyway, yeah, so that's all the yarn shops that we visited in the local yarn shop tour yesterday. But I did want to mention that one of the yarn shops is one of my favorite shops ever, is part of the local yarn shop tour. It's called Tolt Yarn Company. It's over in Carnation, Washington, and it is a beautiful shop. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's one of the most beautiful shops ever, and they just have a really comforting space. I just really like their shop. Me and my mom visited that shop back in October of 2021, and I did film it. I filmed our trip out to Tolt Yarn, and for whatever reason, I didn't post it. So I have the footage, I have the film that I did over there, but I didn't post it to my YouTube account, so I'm not sure why I didn't, but I have it for you today. I did purchase yarn when I was there too back in October, and I haven't used the yarn that I purchased there yet, so I can still show it to you. The yarn that I purchased back in October in Untitled Yarn Company is this yarn here. So I got, they had these sort of mini skeins of the La Bien Amie Helix yarn, which is just a fingering weight yarn. I got 2 mini skeins when I was there. I've never worked with La Bien Amie before, but I hear that they're just amazing. So I wanted to get these 2 little mini skeins. So I got these. I got these 2 colors here, just a green, it's called the Shire, and the gray is called Sandstone. So this is just their Helix yarn. It's the fingering weight merino and wool. But that's one of the yarns that I purchased. And then the other one that I got is a yarn that I've only ever seen at Untitled Yarn Company. And when I go back, I'm gonna have to get more of it. But it's the Spin Cycle yarns. I got the dyed in the wool. And this is a color that is unique to Untitled Yarn Company. It's actually named after their shop. It's called Tolt Ya So. And it's the Puget Sound Pacific Northwest colors. It's a lot of greens, some yellow, some gray, a little bit of navy blue. It's just beautiful. But yeah, this is the Spin Cycle Yarns dyed in the wool Tolt Ya So yarn. So I got that there too. And then the final yarn that I got at Tolt was this one here. This one is, let me see, this is a Brooklyn Tweed. So this is a Brooklyn Tweed yarn. It's their Peary yarn. Peary is the 100% American merino wool. And this is it's a fingering weight yarn. There's about 210 yards in each skein. And I think I got, let me still check. I got 3 skeins. 3 skeins of this yarn here. And it's just like a navy, just a navy color. It's very squishy and soft. I've never worked with Brooklyn Tweed yarn before, so I was kind of excited to get this and try them out. The color is called Fleet. Like I said, it's just a navy color. I do have a plan for this yarn. It is going to be the Snow Pine Sweater by Wool and Pine Designs. I just have not started this yarn yet, or this pattern yet rather, but I know I'm going to. So yeah, so I do have a plan for this, which is why it's caked up. But that is, I did purchase this yarn here, this Peary Brooklyn Tweed yarn over at Untitled Yarn Company. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got at Untitled Yarn. And like I said, I visited them back in October. So, but I will insert the footage of our trip to Untitled Yarn at the end of this video so you guys can see it. But yeah, that's it, you guys. That's it for the local yarn shop tour video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed seeing all the different yarn shops. While we were out on our local yarn shop tour, that we found out that there's going to be a fiber festival. There's a fiber festival happening in June here in the Pacific Northwest. It happens the first weekend in June, so June 4th and 5th. I do plan on doing that, but I will take you guys along on that fiber festival if it's not canceled and I do get to go out there. So yeah, so I'll plan to take you on that too. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. But that's it, guys. That's it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for coming with me on the Puget Sound local yarn shop tour. I really hope you enjoyed yourself. Here is D'Artagnan. He's over here just sniffing all my stuff. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful rest of the week coming up. And I will see you in the next video. Happy knitting!